even if it's beef, I hit a break.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
It's the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. What a battle this series has been. And we're all set for what's sure to be an exciting finale to round one. Our game tonight featuring the Portland Trail Blazers as they go up against the Houston Rockets. Taking a look at the Rockets, they took Game 6 in a real nail-biter, escaping elimination. Now, a deciding Game 7 as they look to put the finishing touches on this comeback. And now we've reached Game 7, winner take all. You've both played in a number of these over your careers. What is the key to sealing the deal in that decisive Game 7?
Well, when it's down to a one-game season, Ernie,
the Western Conference. Playoffs roll on. We're already down to the wire in the first round of an exciting Game 7. 2K Sports proud to bring you this one. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. It's the Portland Trail Blazers facing the Houston Rockets. Taking a look at Houston, the good news is they'll enjoy home court advantage for this, the deciding game.
And this is the payoff for the work you put in during the regular season. Getting to play this deciding game in your own building. And these fans, I'm telling you, are ready to carry them.
Man, and how fortunate are we to be a part of something like this? I mean, come on, this is playoff drama at its highest level. The way these two teams have battled, it just felt all along like this series was destined to go the distance.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got Noel, Damian Lillard out there with Stauskas. Then there's Tobias Harris. Now here's Beverly. The three-pointer no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Pass to Wiles. Charity stripe shot. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
Freak passes to Beverly. There's Freak. And the rejection by Noel. Lillard with it. To the paint. Here's Wiles. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
For Houston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. There's Freak. A solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Freak's got his first basket of the night.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
There's a screen by Noel. Here's Harris, and it's Freak with the rebound.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on it, and they expect him to make it.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
And that one's good. Noel. Rockets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And stolen by Noel. Here's Stauskas, defended by Beverly. Stauskas kicks to Lillard. And Lillard gets double-teamed. Shot clock at 6. And it's Harris off the drive. Stolen by Beverly. The dish to Freak. From deep. And it's Portland with the rebound. They lost their last game on Tuesday.
And really, had they just shot their average from the free throw line in that game, I think that probably changes the outcome.
No doubt. I mean, because there is a carryover effect when you're not having success at the line.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Monty Eunice. McLemore has come in for Corey Brewer. Vaughn's checked in for James Harden. And it's Lawson in for Patrick Beverly. Portland also making some changes. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Davis comes in for Lyons. And it's Johnson in for Harris. For 3, Stauskas. But they'll get another chance. And Plumlee kicks to Stauskas. Down low, goes back up. Misses off the left eye. Houston's gone 0-2 from deep. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
I had a chance to catch up with Terry Stotts. Just staying relaxed in this kind of atmosphere is going to be difficult. He knows that. But he's hoping any kind of nervous energy his players may have translates into extra effort. We'll see if they can stay balanced enough to win this series on the road, Kevin. Not an easy task.
Thank you, Doris. And here's Freak, following the three-pointer by Stanley Johnson. Shot to stop the run. Lawson dishes to Freak. Another miss by Houston.
A tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
It's stolen by Davis. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Lillard with the ball. And the bucket count. Finishing it up here. Rockets trail by 10. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Trailblazers, Stauskas is out there with Johnson. Then it's Noel. Then there's Harris. Now here's Freak. Shot clock at 3. And the lead is down inside single digits. Freak's got 5.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Stauskas kicks to Harris. Pass to Johnson. There's a screen by Noel. Fires for 3. No good. And Houston the other way now. Brewer passes to Freak. And another 3 for Houston.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shots.
That's 2 in a row, and we call that a streak.
Out to Harris. There's the triple. Count that one. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
And it's Freak missing.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knocks out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Now here's Freak. He's got 8. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, to the inside, Stauskas. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Rockets trail by 7. Here's Freak. That one's in. Only his 4th make against 9 total shots.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Kicks it to Noel. Got it. Good job in the low post. Noel's got his 2nd bucket of the night. Houston's got both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Freak dishes to Harden. And the rejection by Noel.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's Beverly. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's Freak. No luck. Now Portland takes it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Harris kicks to Noel. Here's Wiles. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Now Freak. 10 points for him. And taken away by Johnson. And the basket by Harris. Harris has got 5 points now in the quarter. We've got 1:18 left in the first half of the game. Harden kicks to Freak. Odiunis has the open look. His first attempt of the game finds the target. Odiunis has got his first basket. Now the pass to Noel. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5. Rockets trail by 9. Here's Freak. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Harris has got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Catching up in the changes for Houston. Embiid, he's checked in for Monteus. McLemore has come in for Corey Brewer. And it's Lawson in for Patrick Beverly. Portland also making some changes. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Davis comes in for Lyles. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Johnson. And it's Freak missing.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And a foul free. The clock runs out, and we're hit.
Some ground for you to make up, no doubt, here in the first half. What are the areas you need to improve on to get back even with them?
Game 7 as we get ready to get back into the action.
Take a look at the game for Freak. He's got 10 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
Beverly and Harden, they're in the backcourt. Monteus out there with Freak, and it's Brewer in at the small forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Trailblazers was simply terrific. He finished with 42 points and came out of nowhere defensively, swatting away one shot after another. Just numbers that really jump out at you in the box score.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I'd say it would make it to his greatest hit spot, no doubt about it.
And Lillard kicks to Noel, 14 feet away, and Portland again with the bucket.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
Harden kicks to Freak. From the wing, the shot no good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
They've done their part here to run down a lot of missed shots. A solid rebounding effort.
Yeah, energy has been the difference, and they're fighting for every loose ball and getting as good as they get on the inside.
Lillard against Beverly. A shot by Harden, wide open. And the three off target.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. On the wing, Harris, covered by Brewer. On the wing, Johnson, 6 to shoot. But they recover it. Noel cans the 12-footer. Noel's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers. The Rockets have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. There's Freak, and he jams it with the board.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg just let the top board and now some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
I'll tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Harris misses. Rockets have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter.
Move the ball.
Freak with it. Harris is there. Beverly the pass to Freak. It's hauled in by Lyles. Lyles got 3 rebounds now in this one. And it's Harris off the drive. Monteus with the steal. And Beverly kicks to Harden. And a wide open look for Freak. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Trailblazers timeout.
All right, Houston, coming to you. Power dancer.
Here's Lillard. On the floor for Portland. Plumlee out there with Noel. Then there's Harris. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Johnson in at the 2 guard. And it's back to the basket for over 5. That'll be a triple.
Much better job of just taking care of the basketball, really putting the onus on the defense.
Harden kicks to Freak. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Harden. And it's Noel with the rebound.
Surprisingly, he hasn't really been a big part of their offense. I don't think he ever got into a rhythm.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Trailblazers?
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second-chance points.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Moniunas is checked in for Jerry, and it's Patrick Beverly in for Ty Lawson. Johnson dishes to Noel. Johnson goes in. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And the Trailblazers lead by 5. Harden kicks the Freak. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 5th assist in this one. And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting the ball at 42%. Here's Noel, banked in off the glass.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Feeds to Moniunas. He dishes it to Freak. 4 on the shot clock. From about 16. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Harris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's blocked. Moniunas kicks to Freak. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got the fast break chance. Harris misses.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Moniunas kicks to Freak. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively, letting them get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
For the Trailblazers, Lyle comes in for Plumlee, and Stauskas subbed in for Johnson. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. And right through it goes. Freak's got 15 points here in the second half.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
When you're hot, you're hot. And that's certainly been the case for Noel. He has 12 points, and he's tacked on a couple of blocks today, too.
And they've been important to the team. Even if it's only a couple, it's helped them establish a defensive presence inside.
They better hope that their performance on the line in the second half doesn't come back to bite them. I mean, they left a lot of opportunities at the line by missing those free throws. Hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game in those.
Hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Pia.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts.
Find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Terry Stotts gave to his team during that last break. He wasn't shy about putting a little extra pressure on his team. He said, guys, we've got a big-time opportunity here. When you've got a chance to close a team out, you can't let it go to waste. We'll see if they can seize the moment, Kevin.
Stauskas, the best in OL. And no good as it rattles out. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. And stolen by Lillard. the Lions. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Portland no good that time either.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
Here's Lillard. There's the bucket. Boom. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He's going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that one.
And Beverly gets the free. To tie it up. And it's Portland with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time. Milk the clock a little bit.
And they're able to recover. Down low. Poked away. Sinks it.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is secure.
I'm almost ready to go there with you, partner. Not quite. I'm hanging around at that 98% mark. So it's just about done, but I need a little more evidence to close the book on.
Here is Harden. And an intentional foul right there.
Patrick Beverly. That's his second personal foul.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. And that's an intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
And they do it. They'll move on to round 2. Thrilling fashion, guys, taking...
The 2K Sports postgame show.